I'm a stone worker in the restoration branch of construction. That means, depending on the job at hand, I'll be either carving new stones, I'll be carving sculpture, or I'll be restoring stones on site. One of the recent projects I worked on was the restoration of Sint-Servaas. My task here was to basically reconstruct all the floral ornaments. Several ornaments were missing, very important ornaments, notably the finials. Finials are floral ornaments. They adorn the various gables and spires of the church and are therefore rather exposed to the elements. They had either crumbled completely away or had been removed for safety reasons. And my job was to recreate these, redesign these, and recarve these. In this case, we had the luck to have a surviving copy of a drawing by the original architect, Ansotte. It gave us a picture of the church and alas, not any detail of the finials. All it gave him was an idea of the dimensions and proportions and a vague outline of the curvature of the finial. So I went inside the church and I made a photographic inventory of similar architectural ornaments. And from all this I was able to distill enough information for the design of my 6 finials. And this went in several stages, from a basic drawing, which was discussed by the architect, through a clay model, eventually to a larger life-size stone model. That stone model is scanned to achieve the required 3D data, which is then sent to the robot. And meanwhile, the stone slab has been placed on a rotating table inside the robot containment area. That table starts turning, and the robot starts milling out the required shape to copy the original object. Meanwhile, a water jet continuously sprays the surface to cool down the bits and also to clear the surface of excess stone material. The main advantage was, of course, to speed up the process. Sint-Servaas church from Schaarbeek was built around 1900. Of course, in those days, everything was done by hand. Then eventually, from the 1930s, with the introduction of electrically powered tools and pneumatically powered tools, that sped up the process more. Originally, everything was done on site. Huge workshops were erected against the walls of the cathedral. Now, everything is done in the workshop, basically.